Christ in me arise and dispel all the darkness. Christ in me arise with your power and your strength. Christ in me pour out your blessing and healing. Christ in me arise, and I shall rise with you. You know my heart and you know my ways. You will form me in my mother's womb. I live and move in you, my whole being thrives in you. Christ in me arise and dispel all the darkness. Christ in me arise with your power and your strength. Christ in me pour out your blessing and healing. Christ in me arise. Christ in me arise. Christ in me arise, and I shall rise with you.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm sure you're anxious to see what that big ship was. Whoa, he breathed. That's a ship from a long time ago. Yeah, remember when we ran into the pirate ship, said Annie? This ship looks like the same, doesn't it? Oh no, said Jack. Pirates again? Look, a rowboat's leaving the ship, said Annie. Oh man, said Jack. It's headed toward us, said Annie, just like the other time, remember? The pirates came ashore and chased us. Remember Pinky Stinky and Captain Bones? Now, Pinky Stinky and Captain Bones were the names of some pirates in another story, a Treehouse Mystery book. They are proper nouns. Even though they're pirates, their names are still capitalized. So remember, when you're writing about your characters in your writing workshop or your journal, make sure you capitalize anybody's name because they are proper nouns. Don't panic, said Jack, panicking. He splashed out of the water and ran up the beach. Where should we go? Asked Annie, hurrying after him. To the treehouse, said Jack. He grabbed his backpack. But the pirates climbed up to the treehouse, said Annie. Pinky and Stinky found. Forget Pinky and Stinky, said Jack. Let's just get out of here. Jack and Annie charged down the sand dune. They raced up over the top and ran through the tall ferns and grass until they came to the rope ladder. Up, up, cried Jack. Jack and Annie climbed into the treehouse. Pull up the ladder, said Jack. Together they hauled the rope ladder after them. Where is the Pennsylvania book, said Jack. He looked around wildly for the book that always took them home. He grabbed it and found a picture of Frog Creek. Wait, wait, don't make a wish yet, said Annie. She was looking out the window. I'm not so sure these guys are pirates. Clutching the Pennsylvania book to his chest, Jack looked out the window with Annie. There were 3 men in the rowboat. The boat rode the top of a wave and came close to the beach. The 2 of the men scrambled out and dragged the boat from the shallow water onto the sand. They both wore huge, bulky vests over white, puffy-sleeved shirts. They wore round white hats. Round white hats. There's 2 adjectives to describe those hats, right? Do you know what they are? Round and white. Very good. And they had white pants rolled up to their knees. Those 2 don't look at all like Pinky and Stinky, said Annie. Do pirates wear white? I don't think so. Yeah, pirates never wear such clean-looking clothes, said Jack. And look at that 3rd guy, said Annie. The 3rd man stepped out of the boat carrying a butterfly net. He pulled off his bulky vest, revealing an old-fashioned suit and a bow tie. He definitely doesn't look like a pirate, said Annie. Yeah, said Jack. He looks like he's never been on a boat before in his life. As the two sailors pulled the rowboat farther onto the beach, the man in the bow tie picked up a stick. He started poking at clumps of seaweed. What's he doing? Asked Jack. The man dropped his stick and picked up something small from the sand. He studied it for a moment. Then he knelt down, pulled a small book out of his pocket, and started to write. Do you know who this man might be? Who is he? Said Jack. I don't know, said Annie, but one thing's for sure, pirates don't carry butterfly nets or write in notebooks. You're right, said Jack. He put down the Pennsylvania book. So what is going on? Let's go find out, said Annie. She dropped the rope ladder back to the ground and started down. Jack grabbed his pack and hurried after her. Together they ran barefoot over the hot sand and through the feathery ferns. They climbed to the top of a sand dune and looked down. The three men were still at the edge of the water while the big ship drifted offshore. Hey, look, you can see the name of the ship, said Annie. Jack peered through the haze and read on the side of the ship, HMS Challenger. I'll look it up, he whispered. He pulled out the research book and searched the index. It's here, he whispered. He found the right page and read, the HMS Challenger. HMS stands for Her Majesty's Ship. This was a British Navy vessel that served as the first dedicated scientific exploration ship in the history of the world. Oh my goodness, do you know who Her Majesty is? Well, she is a very proper noun. She is the Queen of England. Very special person. Oh man, said Jack, looking up. That is so cool. Yeah, read more, whispered Annie. From 1872 to 1876, the HMS Challenger circled the globe, exploring the dark depths of the ocean. There were over 200 seamen and 6 scientists on board. So, we landed in the 1870s, said Jack, looking up again. And that guy with the butterfly net must be one of the scientists, said Annie. Come on, let's go meet him. Before Jack could tell her to wait, Annie started down the sand dune. Hey guys, she called. She waved her arms. Hi! The 3 men whirled around. Their eyes grew open and their mouths. Their eyes grew wide. Their eyes did not grow open. Their eyes grew wide, but their mouths dropped open, and they looked at Annie as if they were staring at a ghost. Chapter 3, A Creature Named Henry. Jack threw their book into his pack and quickly ran to join Annie. Hi, he said to the 3 men. Don't be afraid, said Annie. We come in peace. The 3 men kept gawking. Gawking is a really good, vibrant verb. Gawking means staring and looking at these children in disbelief. That's what the word gawking means. Who are you? One of the sailors sputtered. Jack and Annie walked closer. I'm Jack, and this is Annie, said Jack. The man in the bow tie stepped forward. He had a long mustache and a big, friendly smile. My name is Henry, he said. I came ashore to look for rare butterflies, plants, and shells. But it seems I have found a rare creature called a Jack and Annie instead. And we found a real creature called a Henry, said Annie, giggling. That's what we named a pteranodon when he went to the time of the dinosaurs. I beg your pardon, said Henry. Oh, she's teasing, said Jack. What an unusual wit, said Henry, his eyes sparkling. Well, you have not only found a Henry, you've also found a Joe and a Tommy, the 2 able seamen who rowed me here. Hi, Joe. Hi, Tommy, said Annie. She gave the 2 sailors a big smile, but Joe and Tommy didn't smile back. They were both scowling. Where are you from? Joe asked suspiciously. Frog Creek, Pennsylvania, said Annie. Where's that? Asked Tommy. America, said Jack. How nice, said Henry. Why are you here? We're on vacation, said Annie. We're camped with our family back there somewhere, she waved vaguely. Vacation, said Henry. Well, our parents like to vacation in really out-of-the-way places, said Annie. Henry chuckled. Oh, Americans. Are you a scientist from the HMS Challenger? Jack said. He was eager to change the subject. Why, yes, said Henry. I am one of the team trying to solve the riddles of the deep. Jack loved the sound of that. Riddles of the deep. What kind of riddles have you solved so far? He asked. Well, for one thing, we've learned that the ocean floor is absolutely teeming with life, said Henry. You didn't already know that? Said Annie. Well, we thought it was probably the case, said Henry, but mind you, many people cannot imagine that life can exist in the icy darkness of the deep. In fact, some people believe there is no floor to the ocean at all. They think the sea goes down forever. Are you serious? Said Annie. Ha! I guess you'll be letting him know that most of the ocean is not more than 2 miles deep. Of course, some ocean trenches are deeper than 6 miles, but... Annie, said Jack. Now I'm going to stop there. Why does Jack get mad at Annie? She tries to tell Henry about how deep the ocean is. Does Henry know how deep the ocean is? These are some things to think about until next time we read Dark Day in the Deep Sea. Dun, dun, dun. See you next time.
My front yard, first grade. This is a California oak tree, and it has something very special hiding in it. So let me come and show you. We have taken it down from a higher branch so that you can see it. What do you think that is? I bet you know it's a nest. Do you know what bird made this nest? If you guessed a hummingbird, you are correct. Look at how soft and little it is inside. My barely one finger fits inside of that little nest, and it looks like she used these tiny little white paint chips that she brought to the outside of the nest. This tree is a really good place for her to put her nest because it's very protective. The leaves are very, very dark, and she camouflaged well in this tree. You can also see these little tiny prickly little pieces called spines coming out of the leaves, and they really hurt to the touch, so I don't think many birds would like to come in here or disturb her when she had her nest. So she was really smart building her nest here. Beautiful picture of hummingbirds. Hummingbirds only live in the Americas. That's North and South America, which is pretty cool. That's why we see them a lot here where we live. There are more than 340 species of hummingbirds, and as you know, it's the smallest kind of bird in the world. They're called hummingbirds due to the sound created by their rapidly beating wings. Depending on the species of hummingbirds, the wings can flap on average 50 times to 100 times per second. That's a lot. Hummingbirds can hover, fly forwards, backwards, and even upside down. Hummingbirds use their long beaks to get nectar out of flower, which gives them a good source of energy. Hummingbirds are so beautiful to look at. I hope you see one in your garden soon. All right, bye for now.